Hey everyone, welcome to another screencast. In this video, we'll be taking a look at how to configure our bash prompt to display Git information about our projects, right? So on the top, I have ZSH with oh-my-zsh installed, and by default, it would give me uh, an information about our Git repo in the prompt, right? Bash doesn't do that by default. So let's see how we can do that in Bash. In Bash, the variable that controls the prompt is called ps1. If I echo the contents of it, it would be giving me this long line. I can change this by doing something like this. ps1 equal to just a dollar sign, and the prompt would change to just a dollar sign. If I were to change this to, say, give me the current directory I'm in, plus a dollar sign, it would do that. So that is how one would go about configuring the prompt. I'm gonna run bash again. Cool. So in order for us to do this, we need a small shell script. Go to Google and search for git-prompt.sh. And the second link would go to this repo. This is GitHub repo. Click on raw here and copy the file. Copy and go to your home folder and save this to any location. I'm going to save this to .config. Oops, config. I'm going to make a directory called shconf for shellconf, cd into it, and I'm going to save this file as git-prompt.sh. I'm going to save. Right. So this thing is also a README. Right. The script starts here, and this is a well-documented script. So it says in order to use the prompt, we need to source it. We're gonna open our bash RC file with our editor and go to the section that sets our PS1. Just a heads up, if you guys are using Debian or Ubuntu, this line would be commented, uncommented, and just below this line that sets our PS1, we're going to source the file. Go to source, in our home folder, go to config, and in config go to shconf, and in that there will be our git-prompt.sh. By doing so, we get a variable called $getps1 in our bash instance, right? So in order for us to incorporate that variable into our prompt, we need to change the ps1 variable. So comment our existing ps1. Let's take a copy of it. Copy and paste. Paste. And at the end, let's add the git information. So copy just this section here from the dollar to the closing parenthesis. I'm going to paste that in. Cool. All right, so we have git information. If I were to open a terminal and go to my projects folder, you can now see that the current branch is displayed on our prompt. If I were to, I don't know, make a new file, this thing won't show up on the prompt. We need that too, and a couple of other things. So for that, we're going to go back to our bash RC file and go to a couple of lines below. Copy this, and below the line where we source the git prompt file, set this variable to any value. Just set it, and this will show if our current repository is dirty, meaning does it have any untracked files or things like that. The one other thing that I would do is to copy this thing and paste, set it to some value. The other one more variable configuration that I would do is this, which says uh, if the current if the current project folder is the same as the upstream code, display that on the prompt, right? So now after saving this, if I open my projects folder um, in Bash, it would show me this, right? So what this is saying is that this percentage sign is saying that I have untracked files. If you remember, we added a foo.txt file. If I remove this, it's now saying that my current project is the same as the upstream code. So, so that's it for updating your bash prompt to display Git information. Peace. Have a good one, guys.